Let's look at books. So I've received a bunch of fall release books, and I thought I'll just jump on live and open them up. These two titles go on sale October 29th. All right, let's look at what we've got here. Shadow Fox. Okay, so this is a genre that I have already mentioned I'm super interested in, and that is this middle grade novels, because this is where we can lose readers if they're not interested. So this one looked so interesting. Part of one of her previous books, she wrote I, Cosmo and Always Clementine. They were great. So this is called Shadow Fox, a shoe thieving, fish loving chosen one. That sounds fun. I love these. This one does have, it doesn't really have illustrations, but it does have pretty like stuff in it. In addition to on the right side of every page, it's got like a little bit. So there's some visual interest. This is probably a nice segue from the kids who really need a picture every page, moving out of that requirement. So if they do need a picture every page, this isn't the book, but if they're ready to move on, this is perfect. It is, let's see, I love the colors. Like, look at that. That is like the quintessential Easter purple, is it not? Love it. Okay, so let's see. At the end, here's the last line of the book. See, I told you this would be a good story. There were foxes in it. I absolutely love that. So this looks great. Let me see. This is by Carly Sorosiak. I hope I say her name right. I'm always so worried I'm saying the author's names wrong. But hold on. I want to look at how many pages are actual text. I let that last page go. 217. So a little bit longer book, but really gorgeous illustration. Goes on sale October 29th. Nice middle grade book. Okay, I'm going to end up with a great big stack of books. Okay, this one is one I've been really interested in. It's called Dive into the Night Sea by Thea Liu. And the thing that's been interesting me about this book is that, and it's called Uncover the Mysteries of the Undersea World. Look at this book. It's not like the normal book. It flips this way. The whole book is a vertical book. Isn't that incredible? Like, look, I'm like looking at it while I do it so I can make sure it's showing. Look at that. Dive into the night sea. Oh, it's like poetry. Look at this. Dive into the inky depths. It's usually busy down here during the day. Where has everyone gone? This is fabulous. This is fabulous. Look at these. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. How fun is this? I love that it's like just black, white, and just a few other little colors. This is so cool. Let me get to what we have at the end. I whisper goodbye and dream of the next time I will dive into the night sea. Oh, what? I mean, I don't know about this situation going on over here because I like to sail. So I don't know that I want some big thing coming up from the bottom. But what a just wonderful. This is Candlewick Studio. If you don't already know, Candlewick is my favorite children's book publisher. And all of these books have been sent to me by the publisher in exchange for my honest feedback. So, okay, the next package. Let me tell you, the UPS guy has been busy at my house. This is Penguin Random House title, Little Red Riding Hood and Other Stories by Lucy Cousins. Now, Lucy Cousins, I was interested in this one because I mostly look at Lucy Cousins board books. And I wasn't sure, I don't always love the illustrations, and I wasn't sure how I would feel about it bigger. And I'm actually okay with it bigger. I think it's just the distorted illustrations for the youngest readers trouble me, but this is okay. This is really funny. It's just sweet. It's just a cute rendition of it. And it's not just Little Red Riding Hood. There's other stories as well. So I could probably talk faster about this book, but Little Red Riding Hood and Other Stories by Lucy Cousins. And these are, it says, these well-loved tales take on new energy as Lucy Cousins brings them to bold, witty, and vivid life in this not-to-be-missed collection. So very nice. All right, what's next? Oh. Okay, let me see when these go on sale. These go on sale. What does this box say? These came all from this box. The 3 books in this box. These go on sale October 15th. So these are on sale now. This one I specifically requested because PJ Lynch is one of my absolute favorite children's illustrators. So this is Kevin and the Blackbirds by David Almond. And it says, a young boy shows his compassion and love of nature when he offers his hands as a nest for a growing family of blackbirds. And I felt like it might be kind of a nice companion read to The Giving Tree. This is about a young man named Kevin who is a monk, and he lives there in the monastery. And the illustrations, oh man, PJ Lynch just again hitting it out of the park with these illustrations. I can tell, this is, and as we're getting close to Christmas, his book, he illustrated a book called The Christmas Miracle of Jonathan Toomey that is just one of my very favorite Christmas picture books of all time. So it looks like he's done it again here, illustrating David Almond's book, Kevin and the Blackbirds. Looks like a winner. So that's going to be gorgeous. Next, okay. I requested this book because so what happens is they let me know what the catalog's going to be, and then I choose the books I would like to review or give feedback on. And so I go through and I look for them, and so that's why I like so many of them, right? So this book, Good Hair, by Yvonne Sewakambo and illustrated by Frida Chu, is one that I thought was perfect for looking at diverse books. And because it's showing like all kinds of hair. And I think that this is one of the things that's really important, because I think that hair is something that is very cultural. Different races have different experiences with their hair. I remember being a foster parent to an African-American girl and realizing the level of my ignorance about how to take care of her hair, and having to get a lot of help. So this is a super fun book about how everybody's hair can be different. And I really love that. Every day is a good hair day. That's what it says on the back. That's a delight. So that is a nice, I just released a course on social emotional learning. And to me, this kind of book in a classroom is part of what makes a classroom welcoming. All right, this book is called Two Birthdays by Tim Hopgood. And the tagline of this says, Cedric and Boo are best friends, but will they still be best friends after a birthday mishap? A delightful story about making things right and sharing those special days with those you care for most. And I really loved this premise because the one character forgets the other character's birthday. And I think this is such a good topic for kids to discuss, in this idea of what's forgivable and how do we forgive friends. If you teach high school and you're teaching a separate piece, then this might be a nice introduction to it. What is something you should forgive a friend for, and when is something unforgivable? All right, next. These go on sale October 22nd, which is today. So these are on sale today. Oh, this is just one book. Oh, okay. Star Sailor, My Life as a NASA Astronaut. Charles Bolden Jr., the first Black administrator of NASA. So, and it's co-written. This book is dense. It has a lot of text, but beautifully illustrated with actual NASA photos. So this is perfect for Black History Month. I also love this timeline. Do you see this timeline of his life? That's a delight. He went to the Naval Academy. That's so cool. And then, so there's a lot of information about just space in general too, which I think is going to be interesting. So a nice book for science, a nice book for diversity, a nice book for just an interest in space. And I just absolutely love it. This looks fantastic. I totally want to read this. All right, which is why I asked for it. All right. Okay, next. This box says on sale November 5th. Okay, so these books go on sale November 5th. Okay. First, A Voice in the Storm by Carl James Mountford. Now, one thing about this book is that the cover feels rough. It feels like canvas, but then there's like this metallic, and if you can see how it like shines and shimmer. Look at that. Ooh. Okay, that's gorgeous. And I don't know if you can see the animals on the front of it. How beautiful. I'm going to stop saying I don't know if you can see, because if I hold it up, I can see what you see. All right. Okay. I'm just a sucker for when it's gorgeous here. I love that. The air had been heavy all day. So I'm already into these illustrations. I love a unique illustrative style. I love the limited use of color. If you're an art teacher, this is beautiful. Oh, listen to this. I haven't been a good friend lately. It's hard to find the right words to tell Jackdaw how I'm feeling. I worry they will fall out all at once and make no sense, said Rat. Then let them, Bear replied. Those who care will always want to listen. Yes, yes. Okay, A Voice in the Storm. Beautiful. This says ages 3 to 7. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, Tom Holland, Wolf Girl, The Greeks and the Gods, A Tale of the Persian Wars. So I absolutely am obsessed with history, language arts and social studies teacher by training. And I love books that do a good job of introducing young readers to mythology, to history, anything like that. And look at these illustrations. It almost has like a graphic novel feel. Isn't that fabulous? I like how even though there is a lot of text, it's in 2 columns. There's a lot of space around the side. So it's not overwhelming. And then some of them have this vibrant color. This is a delight. I am very excited about this. So Tom Holland is an actual historian, and he's co-host of the Rest is History podcast. So this is amazing. I would say I'm looking to see if it has an age on here, but I would say if you have 10, 11, 12 years old, maybe even more, and they're obsessed with all of that, friend, this is the book. This would be an amazing Christmas gift book. Oh, this is astonishing. This is gorgeous. Look at these. And it's got, it kind of reminds me of this Bernard, what's his last name? But the Favorite Tales of Shakespeare book. Oh, even a map. Oh, I fell in love with these kind of maps in 5th grade. In 5th grade and 6th grade, and we did world cultures. I could study maps of like Mesopotamia forever. This is gorgeous. Thick book. Let me see. It calls it a reinforced trade edition. It is, listen to this dedication. This book is dedicated to Jordell and Torian, my precious godsons. How delightful. Okay, I don't see pagination. There it is, 193. 195 pages. So a nice thick book, currently $19.99. That's a bargain for a book this thick with that amount of illustration. You would not believe how expensive it is to print color books. All right, next, a Christmas book. Kind of Christmas. Ruffles in the Cold, Cold Snow. Oh, look, it's getting like dark. Let me shine a little bit of light, whatever. Okay, I use natural light that comes from above, but if a cloud goes over it, then we're over. So a cloud. Ruffles in the Cold, Cold Snow. So I'm kind of interested in books like this that are winter but not Christmas, because I feel like when kids come, like after Christmas can be such a downer. And I feel like one of the best things you could do for kids is to give them a book on New Year's Day. So this book is written by David Melling, and it says, Ruffles does not love the snow. It's cold and slippy and slidey and stinky, especially in the deep snow places. But when the teeny tiny kittens get stuck, will Ruffles be brave enough to help his friends? So I love this premise that you might not be willing to do something for yourself, but you'd be willing to do it for others. It kind of reminds me, okay, seriously, bear with me for a second here. Is this giving you Firecat vibes? Do you remember the Firecat? The book, what are those books? That series of books, they're out of print now, but look, the illustrations are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Okay, that's a winner. That is a winner. Ruffles in the Cold, Cold Snow. All right, 2 more. Whoa, the camera did not keep up with me on that. All right, 2 more boxes. These books go on sale November 12th. You know, I should have recorded this video yesterday because today was our recycling day. Now I have all these boxes. Oh, this is one. This is another one that is kind of giving me the same vibe as this. Okay, so this is King Alfred and the Ice Coffin by Kevin Crossley Holland, illustrated by Chris Riddell. And this book is the West Saxon King, King Alfred. Like, you need this. Like, this is amazing. Oh, this is gorgeous. Oh, man. Oh, man. Look at these illustrations. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. This is gorgeous. King Alfred. Whoa. During my life, I have done my best. I trust that all of you who will live after me will remember me. Well, you are remembered, King Alfred. You're like the earliest one we do remember. Look at these. Like, this is astonishing. This is, if you are a social studies teacher, if you have a kid who loves social studies, oh man, teacher loves books. If you watch this, this is one that I would have given to your son. There you are, teacher loves books. I just see you. I just feel like I want to come bring this to your son, like your son 5 years ago. I'm having a hard time seeing her son grow up because, like, he's special to me. All right. This is from Eowyn Colfer. I think I said that right. I may not. They may pull my Irish heritage card. Beanie and the Banshee. I've been so interested in this. It's illustrated by Steve McCarthy. And this is a legend of the Banshee given the job to let humans know that they are about to die. But what if your Banshee chose a different path, love, and decided to protect you instead? Oh, don't you love that? That gives me some interesting ideas about discussions of, like, your destiny and can you avoid it? And what if you realize your destiny is bad? Look at these illustrations. Oh, I don't know what it is. How did I end up getting all these books with such gorgeous illustration? You know, this is how we lure kids into reading more text, is when there's lots of illustration on literally every page, but it's not technically like a picture book. It's got a lot more text than your typical picture book. But I can see my granddaughter, Abigail, who's 6, I can see her listening to this with rapt attention. Look, oh, man, I know. Oh, man. Teacher likes books. I'm going to mail that book to you. Are you talking about this one, The Wolf Girl, The Greek and the Gods? If this is what, tell me in the comments if this is one you're talking about. If it is, I will mail it to you. Okay. Latin, another, oh, so cute. Beanie and the Banshee. I really like this. I just really like this. It's like giving me Ursula, Little Mermaid vibes. Okay, last book. These went on sale October 8th. Oh, who packed it? Sometimes they put the packing thing in. This was packed by Angie F. Thank you, Angie F. All right, this box has 3 books in it. Oh, this big old pile of boxes right next to me. Okay. Betty and the Little Round House by Atanuke, illustrated by Emily Hughes. An enchanting collection of stories featuring an endearing new character. So Betty lives in a little round house, and I don't know if it's Beatty, I'm not sure. Lives in a little round house in the green woods under the mountains with Ma'am, Tad, Baby Jack, and her very own tiny goat named Naughty. Betty loves the little round house where there's always a promise of adventure. And so this is one, again, more text, but illustrations, like charming illustrations all the way through. So we've got a variety of stories. So it's not just one whole long book. It's a bunch of stories. And this author is Nigerian. And so I don't know, like, it's like African American History Month, Black History Month. Is it like, do we do actual African authors who, well, here we go. Okay. But she says, author's note, I lived in a mansion in the city of Lagos in Nigeria, but when I was a child, but when I grew up, I moved to Wales, and there I lived with my toddler son in a round house built of straw and clay in the woods. And she even has recommendations on books for how to build a round house. People all over the world live simply on the land. Follow your heart and the stars. They will show you the way. So there's spring, summer, autumn, and winter. So 4 different stories will be there. 4 different stories. Okay, fun fact. Some of you are like, wow, you're just going to mail her that book. Friends, I have spent the night at her house when my flight accidentally got canceled, and she just like happened to open her home to me. And I stayed the night and was a blast. Highly recommend crashing if you're ever there where she lives. I don't want to say where she lives, like on the internet, but she lives there. Look at this. Look at this. Most of the illustrations are black and white. There's a couple color. This is a delight. This is another one that's good for those younger readers who are ready to move beyond the picture book, because when you get like, these are like the Frog and Toad Together type books where there's little chapters inside. So even though the book is longer, they get like shorter stories. All right. Another very thick one, London, a History. If you know me very well, you know London is my favorite city on the planet. Samuel Johnson said, when a man is tired of London, he is tired of life, for there is in London all that life has to afford. Okay, so this has lots of chapters, and it is essentially the history of London. Cannot wait to read the 1509 chapter on Henry VIII. Gets such a bad rap for killing all his wives. He only killed 2. I mean, come on. All right. Peasant wrote, that's me, not the author. Don't like get mad at the author for saying that. I said that. All right. Look at these illustrations. The Peasant Revolt. These illustrations are really stylized, like pen and ink drawings, the gunpowder plot, super essential. Like these are all the essential things in British history, the railways, Victorian street life, the Great Exhibition. You totally need that. The Great Exhibition is a must know. The Crystal Palace dinosaurs, 100%. You need to know that. This is very cool. 1860s, a map of Victorian London. How fun. Like if you, 1915, the first air raid when a Zeppelin came over. So super fun. Let's see how far it goes. Oh, it goes up to like modern times. There's the 1948 London Olympics. Amazing that they were still rationing and they hosted the Olympics. 1945 Victory in Europe Day. Can you imagine what that day was like for London, having been in the And then there's some extra notes at the back. This book is quite thick. It is there's a lot of like citations and thanks. Trying to see. Oh, it goes all the way through the death of Queen Elizabeth. It's just over 200 pages. Elizabeth II. Obviously, the death of Elizabeth I is covered. Goes all the way through the death of Queen Elizabeth II. So London, a History by Laura Carlin. The thing I like about this book, and sorry, I'm getting some glare on my thing here, but the thing I like about this book is that it lets kids explore just a single chapter at a time. So you don't necessarily have to read the whole book at one time. You can kind of just read a little bit about the Twisted Mythology. Okay, I'm going to find it. Yes. All right. That one will be mailed to you. This is just gorgeous for kids to like look at, but they don't have to read 100 pages. Everything is just like a 2-page spread. So this is really great. I'm guessing it's expensive. Yeah, right now, $27.99, but it's hardback. So if you, it's hardback. So if you keep an eye out, sometimes there can be some like discounts on the hardbacks. I need to, okay, wait, not that one. The Twisted. Hold on. I'm looking for the book she mentioned. Text me the one you wanted. Text me the title of the one you wanted. Okay, last book. And thanks for jumping on here with me with like no warning. All right. Dr. Fairy Tale by Catherine Jacob, illustrated by Huang Ging. All right, Dr. Fairy Tale. This looks adorable. Cinderella's toes are covered in blisters. Rapunzel's head is sore from people climbing on her long tresses. And poor Goldilocks still has some splinters from sitting on and breaking a chair that was much too small for her. Luckily, in this magical make-believe land, Dr. Fairy Tale and her dog are on the case. That is adorable. Look at this. So it's all the common fairy tales. And that's a nice little thing, a little African-American Cinderella. And so then the doctor comes in and treats it. That is so fun. Next stop, a woodland cottage, a worried mom. Can you help my daughter? A worried mom. She has splinters in her bum. That's so cute. That, oh my gosh, my granddaughter is going to want this. I love it where every now and then you turn it on its side. The first book I ever saw do this was Anti-Claus, which is like one of my top 5 all-time favorite Christmas picture books. Anti-Claus. I have that recorded. You can listen to me read that. Oh dear. Oh dear. All right. That's Anti-Claus. Look at these beautiful, beautiful illustrations. Really fun. Really fun. Super bright. Super bright. This is a fun one. Dr. Fairy Tale. I think that's going to be a good one. All right. Teacher Loves Books. Text me which book you wanted, the actual one, because I don't see that Twisted Mythology one. This is I see Wolf Girl. That King one. Diamond Tonight. Send me the one you want. All right. Thank you guys so much. Some truly fabulous titles coming out this fall. And let me get like a little stack of them here so you can see. I don't even know if I can hold them all. Here's one set. Ta-da! Books. And then, oh yes, Ruffles. Oh, A Voice in the Storm. That looked great. Star Sailor, so good. 2 Birthdays. Good Hair. Oh yes, Kevin and the Blackbird. That was awesome. All right, and we'll back to what I started with Shadow Fox. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and read more books.